everyone, it's Opie and welcome back to the channel where you know just about as much as I do. Today is another sit-down lore video and today's topic is Endermen. Endermen are super cool in my opinion and they have a lot of lore to them, and so I'm super excited to share with you some of my favorite theories about what exactly these creatures are and where they came from. Endermen are, as defined by the wiki, Endermen are tall, neutral, black mobs from the end that have the ability to teleport and pick up blocks. This layout is going to be kind of similar to my Among Us video, where we're going to present some facts and a little bit of speculation, and then we're going to head on into theories. Some facts we know is that Endermen are 3 blocks tall, compared to the player's 2 blocks tall. They are passive unless provoked, which they can be provoked by being attacked or by being made direct eye contact with. They hate water. Any type of water they hate. Endermen make noise when in groups with each other, which is called a haunting, or when aggravated. Endermen call groups of Endermen a end of Endermen. Say that 10 times fast. This is explored in the Minecraft novel Minecraft The End. Endermen can pick up blocks of many kinds of natural materials and also TNT. Endermen drop ender pearls when killed. And Endermen are the only mobs that can hold blocks. Other mobs can only hold items. There's a speculation that the noise that Enderman makes is words played backwards, but unfortunately the devs have said that this is false. So who exactly are these mysterious mobs, and what do they want? What do they do? Why are they able to hold blocks where other mobs can only hold items? Let's jump into some theories that'll hopefully explain these questions. This theory states that Endermen are magical otherworldly beings. They created the netherworld and the otherworld, which the player and most other mobs reside in. The nether was too hot for them to adapt to, but they refrained from destroying it once they realized that there was life thriving. After creating both of these realms, the Endermen created the end. This theory also states that Endermen created the enchantment table language and nether portals. This theory also delves into suspected anatomy, but because that's not really relevant to our purposes here, I'm not going to explain that fully. But if you do want to look at it, the link will be down in the description below. Lapis Lazuli Collector states that they believe Endermen can hold blocks as replacement for XP, since some blocks do hold XP. Endermen also collect the player's XP whenever the player dies. This theorist goes on to explain strongholds. They believe strongholds were created by humans who locked themselves there and created end portals. Endermen were unhappy with humans having this ability, so they created creepers to stop them. Unfortunately, because creepers are kind of easy mobs to kill, humans adapted pretty quickly. They created the Ender Dragon as a last resort, which led to a mass extinction of humans. Now the player remains as the only human alive left in the game. Theory 2 is from Starkiller2 on Reddit. Starkiller2 begins this theory by stating the Ender Dragon is the deity worshipped by the Endermen, as their entire world is basically a shrine to the dragon. Since the dragon is happy, it allows the people of the end to live. This theory states the Endermen on the otherworld are there as part of what seems to be a religious mission or a coming-of-age rite of passage. Endermen request to leave the end in search of devotional items to bring back to the Ender Dragon, similarly to what their ancestors did with the pillars. So when a player kills an Enderman, you've basically just killed a religious worker. This theory states that Endermen who inhabit the end have likely never seen a player before, and therefore don't attack when the player attacks the Ender Dragon. When the player does end up killing their deity, many Endermen in the otherworld or overworld, whichever one you call it, would have really no way of knowing for quite a while. If the player destroys the Ender Dragon egg as well, this has sufficiently ended the religion of the Endermen. However, if the player doesn't destroy the egg will eventually hatch and the cycle of rebirth will begin. That's the end of that theory for the most part. This isn't exactly part of the theory, but I still find it interesting. Starkiller answers in a comment that Endermen are allergic to rain and all types of water since it doesn't exist in the end. Theory 3 is from yall on the Minecraft fandom. This is an incredibly short and condensed theory, and it honestly doesn't explain all too much. However, user yall on the Minecraft fandom site states that they believe Endermen were created to be workers by the Ender Dragon. Endermen are made to create end cities, so they steal blocks from the otherworld and turn them into purple blocks for their cities. Theory 4 is from Lord Soltuus on Reddit. Last theory we're going to talk is from another Reddit user, Lord Soltuus. This user states that they believe Endermen are spirits of ancient humans or spirits who died fighting the Ender Dragon. They go on to back this theory up by stating that Endermen are the only mobs who can interact with and pick up blocks. The mob also has an odd relationship with pumpkins, where they can pick up these blocks and create golems with them. A player can wear a pumpkin to avoid aggravating Endermen as well. Stating straight from their Reddit post, Lord Saltuous states, "My theory is they somewhat remember golems being friendly, thus they try and remember how to make them. This explains why they gather blocks, and why they don't attack you if you stare at them with one. They think you're a golem. On the other hand, staring at them in the eye angers them. I have another theory, or reason why they're neutral toward everything else. Only the player can see them since they're ghosts. Staring at them makes them realize they're being watched, which provokes them." This theory to me is one of the most probable, but I think instead of them being spirits of ancient humans, they are their own species. That marks the end of all the theories that I have today, and we had a few more theories than last time we did on this series, which I think I had the most fun researching. Which theory do you guys think is the most probable? You should leave that down in the comments below. And if you have any more theories about these crazy mobs, then you should totally leave those down there too. On another note, this series still doesn't have a name, so if you have any ideas, you should leave that down in the comments below, because I'm all out of creative ideas. If you have any topics that you'd like me to cover on this series, then you should leave that down there too. I hope that you guys are enjoying these videos just as much as I am, and I'll see you guys next week. Signing off.